Hello all, it's James Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade, and I am here with a very disturbing video. Thanks to Tim Pool, I came across this information. And right now, I have to say my blood is boiling. A great man, Dr. Jordan Peterson, a classical liberal who has brought meaning to many young men who've grown up in this horrible time where men are, or young men are missing father figures, they're missing male role models, they're missing an important, sense of purpose, a link to masculinity, and that masculinity is not bad. Why are guys guys? Why do we do what we do? What is our drive? What is our purpose in life? For many young men, Dr. Jordan Peterson has answered this, and not just young men. I mean, so Dr. Jordan Peterson, a professor of psychology, has helped more than young men. He's also helped many women, and not just young. He's helped people of all ages. Now you take this guy, this incredible member of our current society who's been a beacon of hope, who has been a philosopher of our age. He's like the Socrates of the 2000s. I mean, this man is important to culture. He's highly intelligent, and anyone that's spent any time watching him can understand that there's nothing controversial about this guy. But here we have this Jordan. This is by Esquire magazine, which already you know it's leaning in completely the wrong direction. Jordan Peterson thinks Ta-Nehisi Coates used his ideas for Captain America's Red Skull. The professor and guy you avoid at parties. Oh, what's this bullshit? Just discovered a 2-year-old comic by MacArthur genius and National Book Award winner Ta-Nehisi Coates. If you take nothing else from what you're about to read about this, Ta-Nehisi Coates, National Book Award winner, MacArthur Genius Grant recipient, etc., etc., has been writing a very much worth checking out, or a very much not worth checking out piece of woke trash, Captain America comic book series for 2.5 years now. Coates will wrap up his post-Black Panther run this summer. If you want to read something, you know what not to read, because it's pretty much woke stupidity. Anyway, okay, here we go. Captain America stories have always criticized the far right and problematic political foes of American yesteryear. Just look at the Falcon and the Winter Soldier using its post-blipped world as a way into investigating the motivations of forum-lurking groups like QAnon. Now, Canadian psychologist, professor, and guy you avoid at parties, in your very woke opinion, I suppose, Jordan Peterson believes Coates used his philosophies in the newest issue of Captain America. We'll get to the panel in a second here. For one scene, the villainous Red Skull pointed out 10 rules for life, which feels reminiscent of Peterson's rallying cry for angry little boys, 12 rules for life, which includes Chaos and Order, Carl Luger's Genius, and the Feminist Trap. Nice. In another moment, Captain America riffs on America's weak young men who are looking for purpose, making them willing to live and die for anyone who challenges their secret greatness. This again is reminiscent of teachings from the dude who fears that masculine spirit is under assault, which it is. Anyway, let's just get straight into the meat of it. Here we see the Red Skull, here we see Chaos and Order, Carl Luger's Genius, and the Feminist Trap, with 10 rules for life. Okay, so they changed 12 rules for life to 10 rules for life, but they threw in the exact same major topics of the book. Dr. Peterson writes, "What the hell?" after Seth tweets this to him. "Is this from the same issue?" says Dr. Peterson. Okay. Yeah, he did. It's the same for all of them young men, weak, looking for purpose. I found the flag, you found the badge. They found the skull. He tells them what they always longed to hear, that they're secretly great, that the world is against them, and that if they're truly men, they'll fight back. And bingo, that's their purpose. That's what they live for, and that's what they'll die for. So, this is... Okay, here's some tweets, some follow-up. Ben Shapiro saying the fact that Ta-Nehisi Coates was trying to come up with the most evil supervillain he could, and the best he could do as a Canadian psychologist who writes about Jungian analysis and encourages young men to make their beds, is pretty telling. John Stossel, Captain America's villain, the Red Skull, now promotes 10 rules for life in Chaos and Order, mocking Jordan Peterson. The comic also dishonestly associates Peterson with Nazis, but Jordan B. Peterson's real impact in helping men find meaning and responsibility. You can click on that video. Well, you can't click on that video because it's a video inside of a video, but you can easily go to the Esquire thing and you can click on that if you want to watch it, or you can just look up Dr. Jordan Peterson. He's all over the internet, tons of videos. Definitely something to watch. If you've never seen Jordan Peterson, he is definitely worth a watch. At least putting Jordan Peterson's words in Red Skull's mouth gives the supervillain a plausible set of evil motivations, says this blue checkmark woke activist. It's pretty funny that Jordan Peterson is complaining that Nazi supervillain Red Skull sounds like him. What's funny about that at all? It's pretty sick and disheartening, to be honest. Do I really live in a universe where Ta-Nehisi Coates has written a Captain America comic featuring a parody of my ideas as part of the philosophy of the arch-villain Red Skull? Yes, sadly, Dr. Jordan Peterson's been used in this manner. And what's most disturbing about this is that the real Captain America that I grew up with, the real Captain America that most of you grew up with, was a classical liberal that fought for freedom, equality. He fought for your rights. He was about the United States, the real United States. And what we have here is a writer, Ta-Nehisi Coates, who's literally what Captain America used to fight against. This guy is a communist, authoritarian type guy who's turning the Captain America comic into propaganda that's polluting the minds of young Americans. This is teaching young Americans with impressionable minds that classical liberal ideology is bad. What world do we live in? How is this even accepted? This author, this Ta-Nehisi Coates, should be thrown in jail. There's still a law in the books that it's illegal to be a communist in the United States. This pretty much sums up that, you know, Ta-Nehisi Coates is pretty much a traitorous communist and should get thrown directly into jail. No passing go, no collecting $200. At this point, our country needs to do some serious reckoning, because we are going from the representative republic, the classical representative republic that cherished classical liberal ideals, and we're turning into an authoritarian regime within a very short period of time, in front of your eyes. And this is just more, you know, if you haven't woken up to the fact that this is going on, how asleep are you? What rock do you live under? I mean, certainly you're seeing it, but this is just more reinforcement of how bad and how pervasive it's getting. It's infesting every part of our country, from comic books to Hollywood to politics to the classroom. You can't go to school anymore without being fed this garbage from teachers. You as a parent, you have no idea if your kids are being indoctrinated into this horse crap when they're at school. I'm infuriated by this. Dr. Jordan Peterson, he recently went through some medical challenges. He's not exactly 100% at this point, but anyone with any common sense or anyone with any compassion would understand that this very great mind who went through these medical challenges would cut him a little bit of slack at this point in his life when he's dealing with these medical issues. He's only now starting to get back on the internet and release some content and start interacting with people after going through a pretty devastating a mental disease that affected his mental faculties. That is, you know, when you're a person who's held to the philosopher of the age standard, and then to go through that type of a crippling experience, not only does it make all of us sad that watch this happen to someone who is so relevant and so important and so needed. His voice was important, and to lose his voice, and for the way that we lost his voice, was very disheartening. And now to see these authoritarian dirtbags coming after the man now, it's just sickening. I'm appalled. And you should be too. Anyway, I'm Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfur Blade. This is my content. If you know of any of these trash woke Captain America comic books, burn them. If you've seen your kids buy Captain America recently or in the past couple of years, and you thought, oh, Captain America, that's good reading. No, it's not. It's indoctrination of the worst kind. Get rid of them. Don't let your kids read this garbage. Yeah, that's all I got. I'm Jaames Johnson, aka Sulfurblade. This is my content. Hopefully you're enjoying it. If so, please leave a like and subscribe. And until the next time, all, peace.